What's going on, everybody? Dominic Caminata here in another Warrior Wisdom Walk. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. So you can see I got my long sleeve shirt on. It's a nice, cool, crisp fall day, walking with my 60-pound pack. And of course, trying to invest in my health and wellness, trying to be optimal. In the spirit of health and wellness, I just wanted to have a short conversation this Warrior Wisdom Walk today about food. You are what you eat, and you're going to perform proportionate to the food you put into your body. Now, if most people in this country are honest with themselves, they use their mouths as a garbage compactor most of the time, meaning that the food they're putting into their mouths and their body is not the right octane fuel source that they need to perform at their best. So the example I like to give when I'm doing my sales trainings is I used to be the proud owner of a Porsche Carrera 911 4S. It had an inline six twin turbo that had about 450 horsepower. And that would do 3 seconds, 0 to 60. And it said right on where you put where the gas tank is, it requires 93 octane fuel. Requires it. Now, why does it require it? Well, because it's a high performance machine and you're not going to get the same horsepower and performance out of the 87 octane fuel. It simply doesn't burn hot enough. It's not compatible with the tuning on that engine. Now, how does that relate to your body? I like to think of any position in home improvement, whether you're in marketing, whether you're in sales, if you're leading a team, if you own a business, you're installing a roof, every position in this industry requires a lot of physical and mental stamina. Requires that you perform optimally at your best in order to deliver the best performance you can in every form of the fashion. Now, again, if you're okay being average, you can continue to poison yourself and put low octane fuel into your body. But if you truly want to be optimal, the theme of our last event was Ignite the Greatness Within. You truly want to ignite that greatness within, you need to put the right octane fuel into your body. So now the number one prerequisite most people have on the food that they eat is simply what it tastes like. And obviously, I'm not condoning that you eat food that tastes like crap, right? We want our food to obviously be edible. But I want you to really start putting paramount to what the food tastes like. What exactly is the food doing for your body to help you be optimal? So some of you may not know this. My wife and I live on 5.5 acres. We got a little homestead. We got our own garden. We grow our own fresh vegetables. I got about 120 chickens, about 50 ducks. So we get our own farm fresh organic eggs, pasture raised. And we're big believers in knowing where your food comes from. So that's first and foremost. You got to start educating yourself on where your food comes from. It's no secret that we live in a world of dead food. So most of the food supply in the United States has been poisoned. It's toxic. It's not good for your body. There was an interesting study I read recently. It actually showed that only about 4% of the food supply in the U.S. is actually organic, which means it's actually real food, right? So really do your due diligence. Make sure you're researching what the food is. Is it real? Is it not? Is it actually going to give my body the life force energy my body needs to thrive and perform at its best? But one thing my wife and I have done is we got this whole racking system in our kitchen. And in this racking system, we got all kinds of different herbs and spices, different supplements. And essentially what we've done is we've taken, okay, here's what the supplement is. Here's how much you need to take. And here's a whole paragraph description of what it does for your body. So I know if my body needs a little extra for mental clarity, for endurance, for energy, for muscle repair, whatever it is, or if I need help with my sleep cycle, I know I can take those supplements and it has an actual intention to help with the performance of my body and mind. So it's really, really important. And, the thing I wanted to share in this video, a lot of people don't talk about, is when you're eating food, you're trying to extract the life force energy of that food and put it into your body. That's essentially what gives us life force energy. The more life force energy the food has, the more life it's going to give back to your body. Like, for example, if you have a fresh, raw piece of broccoli or spinach or kale, there's a lot of life force energy, especially if you just plucked it from the garden, right? So now then, if you take that piece of broccoli or kale or spinach and you cook the living hell out of it, and you add all these different butters and oils and seed oils and toxins onto the vegetable, not only did you kill the food, now you're eating dead food, but now you're introducing all those other inflammatory poisons and toxins into the food. So you took a healthy food and you turned it into poison. And that also goes along with other things like microwaving your food. You take a healthy food and you turn it into a toxic substance, okay? So without going on a rant here, your job is to eat real, wholesome, organic food with intention based on what your body needs and focus on the life force energy that food has. So fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, know where your meat's coming from, know where your eggs are coming from, right? So you may think you're eating good chicken, for example, right? Again, we raise our own meat as well. Every year I do a batch of meat bird chickens that we harvest. So you think you're eating good chicken, but I actually read in a study recently that 90% of the chicken supply in the United States is contaminated with arsenic. Now research arsenic for a second. It's one of the most toxic substances in the history of humanity. And it's in 90% of the supply of chicken in the United States. So what's the long story short is you are what you eat. If you want to be that twin turbo inline six, doing 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, the Porsche 911, if you want to perform optimally and be an elite sales professional, an elite leader, an owner of a business, you got to start focusing on your diet, what you're eating. You are what you eat. Love yourself first so you have enough love to share with the rest of the world. And the way you show you love yourself is how you introduce different foods and substances into your body. So if you want to perform like a high performance machine, start fueling and treating yourself as if you are a high performance machine, and you'll be able to ignite the greatness within and be among the elite performers in the home improvement industry. So I hope this inspired some people just to think twice a little bit about the food they're consuming. Again, love yourself. You'll be able to love the rest of the world much easier, and join the top closers and leaders in the home improvement industry. So again, this is Dominic and another Warrior Wisdom Walk. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Make sure you like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to have a whole series of Warrior Wisdom talks just on self-sabotage. So I'm going to inspire all of you to ignite the greatness within you. You deserve it. So on behalf of Grosso University, yes, you are a closer.